Hello, and welcome to the Care Plan. My name is Jacqueline Boyd. I'm the owner and founder, and I'm so glad that you were able to join us today. This weekly video series is designed to provide tips and advice for caregivers and care recipients. Our topic this week is probably a familiar one. How do I help my stubborn parents? You may have asked yourself this question numerous times if you are currently a caregiver or have been in the past. Perhaps you were trying to convince them to consider senior living or bring caregivers into the home. And you think to yourself, why won't they just listen? This is a good idea. Well, we have 4 tips for you today to help overcome any stubbornness or resistance that you are experiencing with your parents. Our first tip is to put yourself in their shoes. Remember that your parent is an independent person. They probably don't want to be a burden or feel like a burden to you or anyone else. And they have their own ideas about their care and their future. Our second tip is to be strategic with your approach. If your parents are resistant or telling you they don't want to talk about something, make sure that you're positioning it in a way that they will hear. Make sure that you're thinking about things from your parents' perspective. What do they care about? What are their priorities? Try to speak in terms that are positive and not focus on what they can't do or how they no longer can care for themselves. Our third tip is to introduce topics over time. The first time you suggest a new idea, you're likely to get a no or a negative response. But if you drop hints in a neutral way and revisit the subject at a later date, your parents may have warmed up to the idea. So just give them time to think on it. Our fourth tip is, remember, you don't always have to be the bad guy. There's a number of ways in which other providers and other people in your parents' life can play a role. You can get creative about how to bring up sensitive topics with your parents. A great example of allowing someone else to be the bad guy is when it's time to take the keys away. This is a very sensitive subject for most people, and if you're able to ask your parents' eye doctor or primary care physician to be the person to start that conversation, it relieves the pressure from you, and your parents will be more likely to listen to the professional in the room. It allows you to be the son or daughter and not have to be the person taking something else away from them. We hope this video is helpful. Thank you so much for joining us, and take good care.